I'm obviously a numbers guy and things like that, but if you start worrying about statistics and accolades and things like that, then you're really playing a dangerous game. Because if I can just go out there and execute a good punt and make maximum contact with the ball, a lot of the time that stuff really just takes care of itself. So that's all I'm worried about.
So are you 26 now?
I turned 26 in October.
You're 8 years older than some of these teammates. Do you ever
Yes.
have to remind yourself of that?
Yeah, sometimes, sometimes guys might be a little bit, I guess, immature, as people would say. But then you kind of got to remind yourself that they're only 18, 19-year-old kids.
How do you think you would have handled this place at 18, 19?
I would have been fine, like here in Iowa, but there's certainly homesickness would have been a thing, that's kind of probably been the easiest transition for me, being I got here when I was 22, was turning 23 within a couple of months, so it's probably one of those things that it certainly helps being older, but I guess I'll never really know, ever, to be honest. There you go, no worries.
How you doing?
Chad, I'm good, how are you?
Great. How's the leg feeling?
Yeah, it's
3
good.
weeks to the game.
Yeah, just trying to be focus on more like quality reps. In years past, I've kind of been one of those guys that I'll hit 1,000 balls before the punt period, but this year really, I've done a lot of work over the off season and this camp with Jason Baker, the former punter here, so which I'm sure most of the guys know. And the biggest thing for me was just trying to maximise my opportunities on the field and high quality reps. So just being able to lower the rep count and do a lot more away from kicking balls has certainly helped as well.
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, especially with Aaron out.
Yeah.
What? So Drew, you just mentioned Jason Baker. Drew was just talking about him. Is there any pearls of wisdom or anything that Jason has dropped on you, like mentally or?
Oh, there's so many. I don't want to.
I don't want to
go into too much detail, but I think the biggest thing that kind of got away from Baker is, so many guys just think that by going out on the practice field, you're going to make those 20-30% gains. And so many people kind of just give up after, this isn't really working, like I'm going to give up, or I haven't seen the 20-30% difference straight away. But one thing that kind of really resonated with me, as long as you're making those incremental gains each day, that's really all that matters. And it's more so not about, I guess, where you're at currently, but it's more so where you're heading in terms of your development. And as long as you're coming into the building and trying your hardest and trying to get better at one particular thing each day, that kind of goes a long way. So really grateful for Baker's help, and I think it's kind of one of those things that he's really helped me in the sense that not so much from a technicality point of view from punting, but more so just the mental side of things as well.
Yeah, that's what Drew was saying, just mentally
Yeah.
That he helps.
I mean, he's such a smart, wise guy. Just asking myself, but no, he's just a really, really nice guy. Helped all of us so much, even the newer guys as well. And he dropped some knowledge on us last week, and I chat to him a fair bit during the season, and he's always got something. I'm like, wow, how did I not think of that? But that makes a lot of sense. So that stuff's always important and helpful.
I think I was talking to Keith Duncan recently, and he was
Sorry
saying,
to hear that.
Yeah. He was saying you raised a lot of money for that count the kicks. I mean, what does that mean to you? What you've been able to do for that?
I was just saying before, I think it's just kind of one of those things that, playing football, it does a lot for a lot of people, and it brings a lot of joy and entertainment for a kind of a short period of time. Well, I guess 3 or 4 hours on a Saturday. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. But one of my favourite guys, and someone I kind of look up to in this world, is Elon Musk. I just think that he's done such a great job with everything that he's done, and he's kind of always said that no matter what you're doing, you should always try to be improving the world. And that's kind of one of those things, how can you make a difference and how can you make an impact in the world? So it was one of those things that at first, I think I've said before, Mike Connor from Raygun reached out to me and I said, oh hey, not interested in doing any of this NIL stuff, not sure if I can, it's a bit of a distraction, it doesn't really interest me, hey, thanks for reaching out. And then we kind of exchanged messages back and forth, he kept sending me designs, and I kind of thought, well, he said to me, hey, what about sending it off to charity? And I said, hey, yeah, just send it off to the Children's Hospital if you want. And then he mentioned the organisation called Count the Kicks, which I had absolutely no idea about. And then I kind of got to learn more about it. And then, the T-shirt came out, and I think that year it raised about $15,000. And then met the ladies from Count the Kicks that December out at Raygun downtown Iowa City. And you could just tell that it meant so much to them. And I really didn't just have to do much, to be honest. But yeah, you can tell how much it meant to them. And then was it last year? I think we raised another $10,000-$15,000 just from t-shirt sales, and then obviously Keith and I kind of worked on starting something new with Every Kick Counts. So. Which is not just myself that's a part of that, like we've got guys like Luke and Nico and Vines and stuff on board, which is pretty special, and just punters and kickers around Ireland and the rest of the country. So yeah, I think up to about $60,000 raised since about 2 years ago. So yeah, it's pretty impressive what everyone's kind of gone out and done. So it means a lot to me, means a lot to the ladies that count the kicks as well. So and Keith. So it's pretty special.